So now I'm going to talk about a home inspection. So 99% of the homes end up having a home inspection, unless it's like a crazy after COVID market where they were just buying everything sight unseen. But that's not normal. The normal thing to anticipate is a home inspection. The also normal thing to anticipate, you're going to have some repair fees because people are not just buying homes right now without repairs. So just anticipate that you are going to have some things wrong with your house you had no idea what was wrong. Some things you probably knew about and forgot about, and some things you probably just ignored because it didn't bother you. Well, just because you don't care about that back left burner does not mean that the buyer's not going to care about that. They are. They want everything working, and they want everything in good shape and maintained. So that's a huge deal, to maintain your property and have it maintained so you can get top dollar. So what I recommend to prep for a home inspection, or even before you put your home on the market, you are going to want to have your HVAC units serviced. Okay, they need to be clean. They need to clean all the dust out of the coils. If there's any mold in there, to get all that stuff cleaned up, get that taken care of. Because if not, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say the HVAC system doesn't show a recent service, and they want it checked out by a professional to make sure everything's okay because it's not looking great because it's all dirty or something. Okay? And sometimes your unit doesn't work very efficiently when it's dirty, especially your filter. If you haven't changed that furnace filter and it's blocked, it won't work at all. It'll shut off, because no airflow can get through. So make sure you change your furnace filters and do all that prior to the home inspection. Okay? The other thing to anticipate is the amount of time it's going to take. Home inspections take from 2 to 4 hours easily. So, and the more problems you have with the house, the longer it takes because they have to write everything down. So they're doing this report that they are creating for the buyer of your property to review. Do not expect to have a list of what they want done the same day. They don't even have the report usually until the evening of that day, maybe like 8 o'clock, when the home inspector gets home and can send them the report. So they need a couple days to review that. So if their home inspection time frame is 7 days, they have 7 full days to get either release that contingency or give you a list of what they want done. Okay, they have the whole 7 days. Even if they did the home inspection within a day, they still have the whole 7. And sometimes they just wait for all the inspections to come before they make up their mind what's most important to them to have rectified prior to purchasing the home. This is just one inspection. We have more than one. And I'll do a video on each one, okay? So they are going to be invasive. They don't really want you there. So they can talk freely to the buyer, like, hey, this is, this HVAC system is 20 years old. It's at the end of its life. You're going to have to budget for a new one. They're going to tell them maybe some prices of how much a new system for your property would cost and things like that, and give them just basic information. Plus, they're just giving them information about the homes. And it's very invasive. It's annoying when you hear them nitpicking every little thing about your home. So I recommend you get out, skedaddle. I also don't want you talking to the buyers or to them and saying too much about something that might not be a big deal, that you might turn something small into a big deal, okay? So I recommend that we just go ahead and leave, take our pets with us if possible, or they need to be contained. Okay, because everyone thinks their dog is or cat's friendly, but they're not always. So let's try to either crate them or take them with us for the home inspection time period. Okay, and then afterwards, you're going to get something. It's called the PIN, the Property Inspection Notice, and a copy of the report. If they ask you for anything, they are required to give you a copy of the report to support what they're saying. And then we'll look through the report for the things they're asking for on the PIN. Don't get hung up on the 50 things that the home inspector found about your house. They are only asking you for whatever's on that PIN. It might only be 2 of the 50 things. It might be all 50 things. It might be 5 50 things. Don't get hung up and worry about repairing that stuff. That's minor. The things that are important to the buyer are on the PIN. And the reason I say that is because some people start just going to the home inspection report and fixing all this stuff that they don't really need to fix. Okay? Maybe they have a reason for not fixing that. Maybe their husband's an electrician and he wants to do something different. I don't know. But just worry about what's on the PIN because that has to be done. It has to be done by licensed contractors. So if it's something you know is wrong with your house that you know how to fix, you need to do that prior to the home inspection. Okay? So that's all part of getting your home ready for sale. So just get that done, and then we will move on with the other repair items. And I can help you get bids, because I always feel like it's easier to respond if you know how much it's going to cost. You will have 5 days to respond after you get that list. Okay, so they have their time frame, whatever they negotiated, 3 days for home inspection, 10 days for home inspection, 14 days, I don't know, whatever. They have that time frame, and then we have 5 days to respond to the PIN. Then they have 5 days to respond to our response if we change anything. If we agree to it, then we're done. The home inspection's negotiated, that's taken care of. We just have to do what's on that list. Okay? After that, it can get a little more convoluted, like we're going back and forth, or maybe you're going to give them a credit for money. There's a lot of things that we can do to make things work out. Okay? So that's what to anticipate for home inspection. And I'll do another video on some other type of inspection, so you can check those out too. Thanks. Bye.